Hello, everyone. I'm Spiritual Bodybuilder. Thank you for checking out my channel. This is your weekly astrology report from today, which is April 3rd, through next Tuesday, which is April, 7 days after that. So, the overall feeling of this week is I get this vision of standing, we look down at our feet, and it's just an abyss, and it's cloudy. We can't see anything. And we feel like we're going to fall, but we never do. It's that not knowing. We're sort of standing in the unknown right now, right? We don't really know where we're going, what next step to take, but we're getting this intuitive calling deep down that is telling us to go forward and just trust. But everything around us is telling us, telling our senses not to trust. So that activates the mind a lot. That makes it, like, we feel all these kind of weird things that we can't put a name to, right? Like, not really sure what's going on within, and that need to understand what's going on and need to understand why is that sort of aching, like, I just need to figure it out. But the key here is that you're not going to figure it out, and you're not supposed to figure it out. The key is to find stillness in that confusion, right? Because the confusion is created through our mind, and then it delegates itself throughout our body into feeling different things, because this energy is getting really powerful. So today, right now, Mercury just made its third and final pass past Neptune in Pisces. Now this, of course, Mercury doesn't like being here. And on top of Neptune, it gets all fuzzy and confused because Neptune is just the disillusion of structured thought. Mercury is the actual function of structured thought. So that's where that confusion, that disorientation almost comes into play. Now that it's made its third and final pass past Neptune, 6 weeks ago, before the Mercury retrograde started, we came into a very karmic, very intense karmic, probably the most potent Mercury retrograde that we've ever experienced in our lifetime. And in the last 6 weeks, it passed Mercury once. I mean, Mercury passed Neptune once, and then it came back and passed over it again. Right? In that time frame, it was bringing up all this stuff. And by bringing up, I think we were experiencing it from the outside world. A lot of the universe is bringing us experiences because everybody's energy is so sensitive now that we're bringing it into our life, and it's triggering. Lots of triggers going on. There's triggering going on everywhere. These triggers are designed to help you identify and understand what changes you have to make in your life. With this last pass past Neptune, it's going to get more clear. And then on Friday, we have a new moon at 15 degrees Aries. And that is a new start emotionally. You know, because the moon represents our emotions. And with the sun already in Aries, we have this one part of us. It's like, I look at the planets as different archetypes, different parts of our consciousness, right? And each piece, one little piece at a time, starts to go forward and through. And then the other ones have to catch up. And that catching up of energies, it's like almost makes us feel like we're being pulled forward, and we don't really know, like we're getting only little bits and pieces of information as we're going forward in this new beginning, right? This is a very, very, very deep portal, or a deep transmutation, and transition into a new start, a new beginning, right? We're a huge paradigm shift here. So with now the sun and the moon crossing this threshold, all right, and give it about another 2 months, and Venus will be right behind there, which will be really nice. But this is another emotional part catching up to our soul part, right? Saying, hey, wait for me. This is what's going on. This is the next step, the next piece of the puzzle that we're trying to figure it out. I just got a vision of like Sherlock Holmes. You've seen the movie Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr., right? It's kind of like that energy. Like, you don't know where you're going, what you're doing, but Mercury wants you to analyze. But when you the less information you have, when you analyze, the analysis turns into analysis paralysis, because every question just brings up 40 more questions, right? We're not getting enough answers. We're not getting enough clarity. Now with the moon coming in here, we're going to get a little more clarity, all right? And then with this new moon, it's going to really like spark, just kick this into high gear and really make us feel like, all right, we need to get going. We need to make this happen. Jupiter is slowing down. It's about to go retrograde next week. I personally see the outer planets the outer planets going retrograde as a good thing, right? When they go retrograde, like the outer planets is the deeper part of our soul growth, all right? And we've had a lot of forward momentum going on, and that can be really awesome or can really, really suck, because if you're dealing with some really difficult energies, you know, like it's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, because it's what you have to dig down and excavate and deal with the most central theme of what's going on before you can come on. So once you're up, you're up. You're good. All those lower energies that are trying to make their way in there, you're able to see it. You're like, nope, I'm good. But if you're still going through like a dark time or a dark night of the soul or something like that, then it's been heavy. It's been very heavy. It's starting to lighten up now. And with these, this month we have Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all going retrograde. Pluto and Saturn won't be until the end of the month, but Jupiter is going to start that like, okay, we gave you all this information. We gave you all this new expansion of your belief systems, of your understanding, of your awareness. Now we're going to sit back and let you process it all, right? So now we've been infused with this energy, and now it's going to kind of take a step back, like, whoo, you know, you're just doing 90 down the highway, and now like you saw cops, you can slow down. And when a planet is about to go retrograde, that's when the strongest energies affect us. So it's going very slow. The slower they're moving, the deeper and more intense their impact on us. So I think this is going to be good. There's going to be more clarity with Mercury moving further towards Aries and Jupiter going retrograde. This is going to allow us to relax and receive. Relax and receive. And that relaxing and receiving is going to give us much clarity. And then at the end of the month, well, I'll get into that as the month goes on. So then, of course, the new moon is going to come in, and it's going to jumpstart our productiveness. It's going to make us want to go forward and ahead with whatever plans we may have. We may want to watch out about being too impulsive, though. That's definitely a trait of an Aries. Okay. All right, then into this weekend. Let's see, there's really nothing significant going on other than the new moon and the new moon, and then Mercury moving up. Mercury will be at 19 degrees on Saturday, 20 degrees on Sunday, so it's really moving. But we still have another, I believe it crosses into Aries on the 16th of this month. So we have to wait a little longer for that, but it's getting there. It's almost out of the shadow period, so we're going to be feeling a little bit better. All right, so the idea for this week is to allow, it's almost like there's a certain resistance that's deep inside of us. And the universe is trying to get us to let go and release any kind of expectation, any kind of motivation. We want to allow the inspiration to come in and stop trying to motivate ourselves. So we get all these ideas, but they're impulsive. So like, oh my God, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go, balls to the wall and make this happen. But that's not how it works. We get these ideas and we have to let them sit there and let them sort of culminate, because there's going to be many of them and little pieces at a time. It's not going to give us enough to just go. All right. But if you're feeling inspired, and inspiration comes from a still mind. Okay. So that inspiration needs to come in, and you need to feel it and allow it to magnetize your electromagnetic field, right? Allow it to sit in your heart. And when it does, you will magnetize and manifest the things that come into you. And then when you go into it, have no expectations and allow the lessons to teach you what they're going to teach you, and let it be what it is. The big lesson this week is stay away from trying to control any outcome. Staying away from trying to figure it out. And moving forward with faith and with trust and with inspiration. If you're not inspired, don't do it. All right? So stay blessed, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. And if you like this information, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next report.